my name is Tara. I'm a mom of two boys, Lincoln, who is 2, and Lucas, who is 9 months. I'm doing a series of Montessori videos on my channel to take a deeper dive into the Montessori ideas and lifestyle. If you're interested in learning how we practice Montessori in our home and to get some ideas on how you can too, keep watching and please consider subscribing to see more videos just like this. Today's Montessori video is going to be about practical life activities that you can do at home with your toddler. Practical life activities are things that you are already doing every day around your house. These are things that your child might be watching you do every day as you're accomplishing daily tasks. Practical life skills in Montessori involve your child helping either directly or indirectly to learn these tasks in a purposeful way. The benefits of doing practical life activities in your home is to help your toddler build a sense of responsibility and independence, and also help them to develop and refine their motor skills. The perfect time to start is around the 15 to 18 month mark, or when your toddler is starting to walk more confidently. But at any stage, if your child is interested in something, that is the time to start. It's never too early to start modeling these activities with your children. Children are always watching what we're doing. Even from infants, they are watching us. So it's important that we don't leave them out of our activities just because they're not walking or they're not at the point where they can help. I take my infant around with me and I talk to him about what I'm doing, even down to changing his diaper. I might say, hey, I'm pulling your pants on, or I'm taking your diaper off. These daily tasks and activities I can talk to him about, so he's learning and I'm showing him what I'm doing, and he is retaining all of this information so that one day when he's able to, he will know a little bit more about what we're doing and why we're doing it. I also want to add that it's never too late. With my son, we didn't start practicing Montessori in our home until he was 2 years old. And prior to learning about Montessori, I did fall into the thinking that I should be doing these things for him, that they would get done quicker, and sometimes I felt a little annoyed when he wanted to help. I had no clue how much I was hindering his growth and his passion for learning these important life skills. But since we've started doing Montessori in our home, I've seen a huge change, and he is so eager to learn and he wants to help, and he's really become independent and responsible for his things around the home. In my opinion, practical life activities in the home are some of the easiest things to implement from the Montessori ideas. You don't need anything other than yourself, your home, and your toddler. I do want to add that if you're getting started a little bit later like I did, you may hit some resistance a little bit at first. With 12 to 18 month old, everything's so new, that's when they really want to help. However, as you get a little bit older, if they're accustomed to you doing everything, they may have a little bit of resistance. I just want to put out there that please don't ever put them down or say, I know you can do this, you do this. Sometimes our children need to be needed, and sometimes they just clearly don't want to do things, just like we don't. We don't always want to do the dishes right then. We don't always want to do the laundry. So, remember that your child is their own person, and respect that. This isn't forceful, this should be fun. But in general, toddlers want to be helpful. They want to help around the house. Have you ever gone to get a broom and your toddler comes running in and grabs the broom from you and he's like, no, I'll sweep? They want to be helpful and they want to learn these skills. When you start implementing these Montessori practical life activities into your daily life, you may be surprised just how much your toddler already knows. So if you're doing something around the house and your toddler comes up and they want to help, try to slow it down. Maybe break the activity into pieces. Allow them time to learn or to do. You may just be surprised on what they can accomplish. Maria Montessori said, never help a child with a task at which he feels he can succeed. And I have this quote in our drop zone area where Lincoln puts his shoes and his jacket on to just help remind me that I need to give him this opportunity. I need to let him succeed at the tasks he knows he can do. Let's get into some practical life activities that we do at our house. I'm going to break these down by room. bedroom, there's so many things that your child can do on their own. This is usually their room and their space. Children love to pick out their own clothes. If you have a younger child, you can lay out 2 options of clothes and have them pick it out. Or if you have a child that may not pick out seasonally appropriate clothes, you can do the same thing. Have a couple of options and let them choose. One thing that we've done in our house is we've made sure that Lincoln's clothes are accessible to him. So they're in low drawers, that we have hooks that are set up at his reach. My toddler still really loves for me to help get him dressed and undressed. And it's something that I know he can do on his own. And so what I've done to encourage him to practice these skills on his own is I've started singing a song that goes along with putting his pants on or pulling up his underwear or putting his shirt on. And that way I'm talking through the process in a fun way of how we get these items on us. And every so often now he's started just putting them on by himself. He knows how, but sometimes he still needs me or wants me to do it for him. Another thing that my son loves to help out with in the bedroom is making his bed. So this is something that's become something that we do every day now, and he loves to go in there and like pull all the blankets and stuffed animals off and put them all back on. And it's just something that he feels accomplished that his bed is made, and he helps with it. There are so many things that toddlers can help with in the kitchen. If you're able to, create a place in your kitchen that your toddler can access his own plates and bowls and silverware. This allows them to feel that responsibility and that independence to be able to go and get their own bowl out or their own plate and set it on the table. They can even learn how to set the table. We have a placemat that shows, this is where your bowl goes, this is where your fork goes, and your cup, etc. If you have a very young toddler, you could even just lay out exactly what they may need for that meal in the drawer or wherever you have it set out, so they could go and just get the one item, so they're not choosing over multiple items. But as your child gets older, then they can pick out their own plate or their own bowl or their own cup. Kids love to help cook and prepare food. There are so many things that they can do to help in this area at such a young age. My son loves to help make smoothies. He knows exactly what goes into the smoothie and where all the smoothie ingredients are, and he loves to drink them. This is a great way to get your kids involved in making the food, and it helps them to want to try the food as well. Some other things that they can do are to peel veggies if they're a little bit older. My son loves to pit cherries. We have a little cherry pitter, and he loves to pick the stems off and put it in there. They can squeeze lemons or other citrus fruits. They can help to spread peanut butter or jelly on a piece of bread. They can help to peel an orange or peel a hard-boiled egg. Another thing that I think almost all toddlers are very interested in is the dishwasher. So loading and unloading the dishwasher can be a lot of fun for your toddler. Just make sure to grab out any of the sharp items and have them learn how to take the things out. Where do they go in the kitchen? Can they, do they have their own space for their bowls? They'd be happy to put those away. Kids also love to clean up, and in the kitchen there's usually a lot to clean up. So I keep a sponge and a spray bottle for my son to wipe up his table and his messes. Also, they love to help sweep. We have a few different options for him. Personally, I think that the Swiffer is the best option. You can actually take off the middle section to make it more toddler sized, and I think that does the best job of actually helping to clean up. But we do have a broom and a mop that he likes to use, but I don't think that they do as great of a job. So if you have a Swiffer, think about using that. One thing in the kitchen and with messes is, in practicing Montessori at home, practice having your child clean up the messes after themselves. If they make a mess, don't automatically get upset at them for making a mess. Use that as a learning opportunity. Say, oh, I see you made a mess. Here is a sponge to help clean it up. We have a song at our house. I guess we have a song for everything, but we have a song at our house that we sing whenever we make a mess, and that helps just the cleanup process to be a little bit easier. I've noticed that if we say, Lincoln, you've made a mess, you need to clean it up, we get a lot of resistance. Toddlers don't love being told what to do, but if we make it more of a fun, more of a game, we're doing a cleanup song, and we get involved as well, they're automatically going to want to join along and not be left out from that fun process. Toddlers love to help with laundry, loading the washing machine, moving the clothes over to the dryer. This is especially easy if you have a front-loading washing machine and dryer, but if not, you can always pass the items to them and they can help to put them in. If they're tall enough to reach the buttons, that is something that they really love to do. And as they get older, they could even help with maybe pouring some of the detergent into the washing machine. Folding clothes is another thing that toddlers love to help with that parents maybe don't love when they help. So when I'm doing laundry, I typically take out some items for my toddler to work on, like matching socks. That's a great way to keep your toddler entertained and helping out with the process while you can get some actual laundry folded. Or you can, as they get older, actually teach them, this is how you fold your shirts, this is how you fold your pants. And you'll be surprised, they can learn very quickly how to do these things. The next area is the toy area. So this may be a playroom, or it may be your living room, or it may be their bedroom. But cleaning up toys, I think that a lot of parents struggle with getting their kids to clean up their toys. Model the behavior that you want your kids to do. So if they never see you cleaning up, it's not going to be something that they're motivated to do. If you're just telling them, hey, clean up your room, you're probably going to get some resistance. Sometimes you have to make it fun. Have a cleanup song that you sing. Show them this is where your toys go. I'm going to put these things away. Sometimes when my son doesn't want to put things away, then I make it really exciting, like, ooh, I get to put these away, yay! And suddenly he wants to put them away now. And in the bathroom, your child can do so much for themselves. Give them the opportunity to brush their own teeth. Every time we brush our teeth, I allow my toddler to brush his teeth first, and then I come and I check to make sure that they're clean. This goes for brushing your hair and washing your hands and your body in the tub. They can learn to do all these things for themselves if we give them the opportunity. Another thing that we do in the bathroom to make sure that he is able to do these things for himself is we make sure that the bathroom in all the rooms in our house are set up for toddlers. So we have a step stool so that he can get to the sink. I've even put a hook on the wall so that the towel is a little bit lower so that he can reach it on his own. So there's also a lot of other miscellaneous areas of your house that your child can help with. One thing our child loves to do is feed our dog. He loves scooping the food and pouring it into the bowl, and it feels really accomplished to see that the dog is going to eat the food that he just poured. My son also loves to help with taking out the trash. He pretends to be the garbage man, and he has a little front loader that sometimes he'll put the trash on and sort of ride it around the house for a little bit. I usually do this with recycling more than our actual garbage in case it opens, but he loves that. My toddler loves to help with watering the plants. So for this activity, because of his age, I give him just the amount of water that that plant may need, so that way he's not overwatering or underwatering any of the plants around the house. My son also loves to help refill items, napkins, paper towels, diapers, any of these things. He wants to help be the one to refill these items. Those are some of the ways that we practice Montessori activities in our daily life at home. I hope this video encourages you to get your toddler involved in these daily activities. I think that you'll be surprised on how much they can really do for themselves. Leave a comment below if you practice any of these life skills at home, or if you plan to incorporate any of these into your daily activities with your toddler. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next Montessori Monday. Bye!